Alright, so what I did is instead of using the rivets, I wasn't able to use these because I don't have the rivet setter like I mentioned, and they're just really hard to actually like work with to get through the leather. So what I did is I just used some steel wire and wrapped it through the holes. This is never coming off, and you won't actually see it because this part will be against my leg, and in here the holster is going to go through here, so you won't see any of this wire actually, and it really will be just as sturdy. Off camera, what I did is I took the holster and I soaked it in water for a couple minutes, which makes it soft. Then I stuck the gun in it and put some clamps on here, and you can see the marks, but whatever. So that now the holster is actually kind of shaped to the gun. So now I need to get the holster actually through here. And then at the bottom there's holes, 2 holes, and you're supposed to weave this piece of leather through there and then tie it. Maybe on this holster it's just supposed to be decoration, but on most holsters I see, you tie this around your thigh, and I'd like to do that. So this is too short, so instead I'm going to use a piece of black paracord. This is what the final belt setup looks like for the loadout. So all the way on the right we have the holster and the gun, of course. Then in the middle we have 6 shell caddies. I designed these and printed them out. They are all printed in hatchbox copper colored ABS. So each one holds 6 shells. There's Velcro on the inside to dampen the noise and to actually keep it a little tighter in there. The shells riding in these other 5 I also printed. These are printed in hatchbox glow-in-the-dark PLA. That's what I had on hand at the time. I modeled these just after the originals. They work perfectly. I modeled the shells and the caddies in Fusion 360. So I can hold 30 shells, 36 if I print 6 more shells actually. And these sit about directly in front of me. Then off to the left of that we have a dump pouch that's just open top. So this makes it real easy, so when I go to reload I can simply put the gun at half cock, open the ejection port, turn it like that over the dump pouch, and then rotate through the cylinder and dump all the empty shells into there with no fuss, and not have to worry about dropping them and them going everywhere. This is all on a 511 tactical belt. This might be a rigger's belt, I don't remember what they call it. The buckle does not actually sit directly in front of me at the 12 o'clock position. If it did, the gun would be way behind me. So this buckle actually sits off at about like the 9 o'clock position, way off to the side, because this Velcro system under here is nice, but there's no way I can close this Velcroed loop underneath of the caddies. I prefer just to draw 3 shells at a time instead of all 6. Because when you have all 6 in your hand, they're pretty likely to go flying out everywhere. And then when it's time to unload, just hold it over the dump pouch, spin it, and just like that, it's unloaded. Even though the plastic shells don't have the same weight to them as the metal ones, they actually, I was able to dimension them so the tolerances are just right so they can still fall in and out of the cylinder quite easily.